Here you see the eMac, an Apple engineered masterpiece of an educational Mac that is so heavy that I was just too lazy to lift it out of the locker for almost a year. Because of this, I have no idea what's on this, how much RAM it has, or if it even still works. Power. These wonderful two little speakers that have the best sound from a desktop PC or Mac I've ever heard. What? Linux? Oh, why not? Probably forgot the password. Looks like Debian, what we see booting up here. Guys, that is not Apple. That is open source software. Yep. And looks like a successful boot up here, at least until now. Oh, that's XFCE. That's nice desktop environment, man. Yep. Unintended Australian accent there. Alright. This is taking long. Hey, we've got an automatic login. That's great. Because I really forgot the password from this. Yep, that's Debian. Debian. By the way, if you want to get a Linux that is reasonably well on Power PCs, from my experiences, Debian is the best. Because Ubuntu is just, for most Macs, just too bloated with stuff and it's slow. But Debian is great. I just wanna know the RAM. It's not so hard usually. System, no, already was here. There's a task manager. Alright. No. There is no program to find the RAM out on here. Not the one I usually have on the Linux systems. So I guess we'll have to take a guess. I guess there is not more than 512 megabytes or even that much in here. But this Mac is not supported on Leopard anyway, so we'll have to install Tiger. Well, let's do that. Bye bye Linux. It's been fun. I like how these Macs all make now eat it here. I still want to boot up in Linux here, so we need to kind of do a hard shutdown, or also known as killing it. It's dead. Now let's press C to boot. Yep, it's that easy. That's what I always liked about Macs. They're so simple. They're so simple little machines, because on a PC, when you want to boot into any kind of device, you need to press like a million buttons just to get into a boot menu, and then you figure out it was the BIOS, and then you need to figure out how to get out of this as well, and then you need to reboot and read so fast because the BIOS screen is just too slow, too fast, and you're too slow to read, and then you press the wrong button, you need to restart again, and then it's not even working because it's one of those stupid new BIOSes that don't allow to boot from USB or CD. For Christ's sake, it's this optical drive. I just I hate this optical drive for the life of me, because this optical drive is a DVD drive, but it cannot read DVDs. I don't know why. It's probably the one DVD I put in is probably not supported by it or so. I'm using here the super beautiful designed Linux bootloader, and it's working as well. But that was not the Mac's fault, that was the fault of this stupid optical drive. So I've got in here now the Tiger CD version. And you see the Apple logo? Yes. Well, that took a while, but we made it. And now let's boot the eMac with macOS 10 Tiger. Now you must respect this is a 700 megahertz G4 single core with actually 512 megabytes of RAM, so that is helping. And I believe it has a 40 gig hard drive, and it's allowed SF. That's mainly because it has one fan on the back that seems to be blowing at 100% speed all the time. Well, at least it's not overheating. So, almost there. There we go. It's not connected to the internet yet. If you go about this Mac, you find out that it has the specs I just told you, so I didn't lie to you. And in terms of graphics, we have this astonishing, beastly GeForce 2MX with 32 megabytes of RAM. Yes, that's one beast of a graphics card. It's actually its weak point because of the processor in this graphics card, it can't run Leopard. But with 512 megs of RAM and 700 megahertz G4, it won't be that fast anyway, so Tiger runs pretty decent on that hardware, to my surprise. No, Tiger still runs sorta decent on G3s if you have it upgraded a bit, but I don't know about this eMac because I haven't used it like at all ever that much, so I think it runs pretty good. Oh look, the DVD player has an update. Well, that's cool if the DVD drive would actually read DVDs. Let's do the update anyways. So it is 2 days later, guys, and I figured that if you set down the resolution to 1152 by 864 instead of the full 1280 by 960, this old graphics processor can relatively good, not really perfect, but still relatively okay catch up with all its stuff except web browsing. But when you set it to its full resolution, it's just gonna slow down and lag. Now what I also found a little incredible here is that I'm running one program and the activity monitor, and I have a freaking 57 megabytes free. That is not a lot, guys. You suck. Here, ladies and gentlemen, you can see a 700 megahertz G4 trying at least to play back a YouTube ad from BMW. And it isn't quite happening. So we have a YouTube video, but where is the video? Alright, let's try full screen, maybe that's better. Well. Hello. Yes. Nice back of an F40 there. but it's the only thing we can look at. So as you can see, if anyone decides to ask if this machine is a good YouTube machine or just overall internet machine, I would say nah. Because that's supposed to be a video. Now I remember on my PowerBook that UView is a pretty good application, but in my case here it isn't gonna work that way. I remember it because it's just not gonna play the video. Always comes up with this, and if I wanna, yes, I wanna load the low quality version, what happens? A black screen. So UView, I can't really confirm working on Tiger, which is a shame. Last hope for playing any kind of YouTube video was VLC, but it turns out that a version that Tiger supports can't do that. Or I'm just too stupid to, but usually it says here, open network stream. That is bad, because with this, I think it could have played pretty well. Well, crap. I'm really familiar with old Macs, especially in this era. I won't go any deeper, I just can tell you this is no good for everyday use or any kind of side use anymore. It's just too slow. If you really want one that could do the jobs, get a G4 1.5 gigahertz, or oh no, there's no 1.5. 1.42 is the fastest. This should do the job, or 1.25, but this one is with the very first original eMac. This is not really a good internet or just machine to do stuff. Just too old. Nevertheless, as you can see, I do like the eMac, and even its iconic loud-ass fan, it's not really disturbing me from just appreciating to own one of these. They're not rare, they're not worth anything, but they're an old Mac, and they look good, and they have their own charm. So to close out this video, I will play in this hardcore cutting-edge version of iTunes a song to really show you that this is at least capable of playing good audio.